A convicted murderer serving a 20-year sentence is now out of prison after 2 years. We'll tell you why coming up.
How friends of a murdered UK student are honoring his life and legacy.
And bad luck will keep the undefeated star filly Songbird in her stable. The weekend of the Kentucky Derby and Oaks.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon on this Monday. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. A Southern Kentucky family says they feel like their quest for justice has started over again.
That's because the man convicted of the Laurel County murder is out of prison despite receiving a 20-year sentence. Kentucky Supreme Court is set to hear the case of Justin Weebles, who was convicted in a deadly crash that killed Jerry Thompson. And as WKYT's Phil Pendleton reports, Weebles is now out on bond. It's our top story at 4:30.
This is the spot where Jerry Thompson passed away in June of 2014 following a head-on crash. The man that was charged in that crash, Justin Weebles, was convicted by a Laurel County jury last winter, but now he is free on bond while his case goes through the appeals process. Justin Weebles was convicted of murder after a jury trial in January. He was found guilty in the death of 61-year-old Jerry Thompson. The head-on crash happened on Kentucky 30 near East Bernstadt, as police said Weebles was speeding more than 80 miles an hour and collided head-on with Thompson's van in the emergency lane. But Judge Gregory Lay allowed Weebles to post a $50,000 bond because the case is on appeal with the state Supreme Court.
Well, I just think it contradicted the jury's decision. And actually, the jury only deliberated 45 minutes before they came back with a murder conviction.
The prosecutor over this case, Jackie Steele, says what happened with Justin Weebles getting out of prison is highly unusual and very uncommon. We'll have more about that reaction coming up at 6 o'clock. But for now, in Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
We did talk with Circuit Judge Gregory Lay, who says because the case is on appeal, he cannot discuss the specifics of this case. This afternoon, UK's School of Journalism honored one of its own, Jonathan Kruger.
A year ago, Kruger, a photographer for the campus newspaper at UK, was murdered while walking near campus. Today, some classmates and faculty paused to remember his life. Victor Puente is at the live desk with more on how Kruger's photos and personality touched so many people. Victor?
Well, there were more laughs than tears inside UK's Green Journalism building as classmates and colleagues remember the good times and the life of Jonathan Kruger. Students, faculty, and family packed room 117 of the journalism building, sharing uplifting stories about the life of the 22-year-old. Inside the crammed room, Kruger's sharp eye as a photographer for the campus newspaper, the Kentucky Colonel, are on display. Today gave people who knew him best an opportunity to reflect on the impact Kruger made on other people's lives. His memory will go on as close friend and former co-worker Michael Reeves received the inaugural Jonathan Kruger Memorial Scholarship.
I just hope that in 30 years, when nobody knows him and personally met him, that his spirit will be here and fingerprint that none of us could leave.
Michael Reeves will receive $1,000 in scholarship money per semester in honor of his good friend. Reeves told us this honor was bittersweet. At the live desk, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Thank you, Victor. And so far, the Jonathan Kruger Memorial Scholarship has raised about $67,000. A weekend fundraiser for an historic Kentucky store ended in tragedy. Police say a motorcyclist was killed in a crash on Route 338 in Boone County. The 46-year-old from Indiana was riding an event to raise money for the Rabbit Hash General Store. The 185-year-old store was badly damaged in a fire back in February.
A federal judge in Cincinnati is reviewing arguments and testimony from today on whether a man charged with plotting to attack the U.S. Capitol in support of the Islamic State group is competent to stand trial. The judge earlier ordered a mental evaluation of 22-year-old Christopher Lee Cornell of Ohio after his attorneys raised questions about his mental state. Today, a psychologist who has been with Cornell multiple times says he has started referring to himself again by his birth name and appears competent to stand trial. Cornell has been held at the Boone County Jail in Kentucky without bond since his arrest in January of last year. Well, our string of nice days continues as we start the work week with sunny skies and temperatures up there in the 80s.
Pretty, isn't it? And so when can we expect Some rain back in the forecast now that we've had a few dry days. Let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey. Hi, Chris.
Hi, guys. Exactly. Dry weather for the past several days, as a matter of fact, and it feels like summertime out there. It's a little too early to get this type of warmth, but I don't think too many folks will complain considering where we started out the month of April at, with temperatures way below normal. Southerly winds now into western Kentucky and across central and eastern Kentucky. Ridiculous temperatures, 80 to 85 degrees as of right now. Those low and mid 80s not only confined to the bluegrass state. Look at the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley. Everybody into the 80s now. Big area of low pressure, upper levels into the Rocky Mountains, now creeping into the Plain States. This is a doozy, producing anywhere from 2 to 3, even local 4 feet of snow reports coming out of parts of Colorado over the past several days. Massive flooding around the Houston area. That system is like a little bowling ball in the atmosphere. It's going to roll its way toward the east and will be on top of us over the next few days. In the short term, it's a summer preview that continues. We get the 80s for another day, maybe two. Then some thunderstorms begin to crash the party, and believe it or not, we could actually use some rain now across central and eastern Kentucky. Sam, we've got to get those Mayflowers looking good with the April showers. We'll be back and time some of those into the region when I get back in here with that hour by hour in a few.
Thank you, Chris. The number of babies born dependent on drugs in this state continues to go up. In 2014, 1,400 babies were born addicted to drugs. The year before it was 1,000. Manchester Memorial Hospital officials say that 4 years ago, they were having to transfer out about 25% of the babies born there due to drug dependency. But they brought that percentage down by putting the mothers on the treatment drug Subutex, similar to Suboxone.
I would say since we've started the Subutex program, we've seen about the same number of substance abuse mothers, but we've seen a lot less withdrawal symptoms in the babies.
Amber's at the live desk now with our investigative reporter Miranda Combs with more on what she's working on tonight on WKYT News at 6.
Saying thank you. These babies born addicted is not something new. We've actually reported on it before.
A couple of years ago in 2014, we started doing these stories, and back then they said that the number of babies born dependent on drugs had gone up 20-fold. Now we're talking about in 2000, there were 29 babies born drug dependent. That jumped to 1,000 in 2013, and then it went to 1,400 in 2014, so it's just continuing to go up at alarming rates.
Sure. Some doctors, they're frustrated about the use of something called Subutex. That's in the pregnant mothers.
And that's what we were talking about with this Manchester hospital. They're using Subutex, and they say it works great in regard to being able to keep the babies at their hospital and not transfer them out to UK where they might need morphine or something like that. They're able to keep them at the hospital and treat them with swaddling and low lights and things like that. So in their eyes, it's a great success. It doesn't mean that the baby's not withdrawing some. Now, UK will tell you sometimes babies born on Subutex or Suboxone can have worse withdrawals than other drugs. So it's kind of a catch-22 and a double-edged sword at this point.
And it sounds like all of these folks that you talk to sort of agree. It all goes back to getting the proper treatment for the mothers.
No matter if it's a small local hospital or if it's a big hospital like UK, they all agree these mothers are the ones that need the help. You know, once they leave the hospital with this baby, the treatment programs typically don't last very long, maybe 6 weeks after that, and then they're on their own again. And there needs to be more protection for these mothers to help them get through this difficult time.
Well, it is a continuing problem. Miranda's going to have much more on this story coming up tonight at 6. Sam?
Thank you, Amber and Miranda. If you want to vote on May 17th, today is the last day to register to do that. Kentuckians can now register and update their registration online at govoteky.com. County clerk's offices will accept online applications until midnight, and they will accept paper voter registration applications until the close of business. Mail-in voter registration applications must be postmarked by today. She was so good that many racing experts had said that she could take the boys in the Kentucky Derby. But undefeated star filly Songbird will not run in the Kentucky Oaks. Owner Rick Porter announced the news last night on Facebook, saying the 2-year-old filly champ had not recovered from a fever, and now that fever has been treated with antibiotics. Consider one of the leading 3-year-olds in the country, male or female, Songbird would have been the overwhelming favorite for the Oaks at Churchill Downs, run the day before the Kentucky Derby. There were thousands of disappointed comedy fans in Louisville this weekend. Cat Williams was scheduled to perform at the KFC Yum Center Saturday night as part of his Conspiracy Theory tour, but he unexpectedly canceled. No reason was given, but some social media outlets are reporting that he was seen at a barbecue in St. Louis. Some pictures posted online claim that Williams did show up in Louisville yesterday, where he was seen doing some charity work. Refunds are available to anyone who bought tickets.
Kentucky native Johnny Depp and his wife issue a video apology in response to a dog smuggling scandal in Australia.
Sleep is a critical component of our athletic training at UK.
Our sleep experts are the champions at matching our customers to the best bed for them.
This week at Sleep Outfitters, get a free TV with qualifying purchase, like this Sealy Pillow Top Queen set with gel foam, now only $4.99, plus a free TV. Go to sleepoutfitters.com for store locations and hours.
Sleep Outfitters, official sleep provider of UK athletics. Sleep like a champion, play like a champion.
If you've been injured in an accident, hurt on the job, or the victim of medical malpractice, visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Used cars are in short supply, so I need your trade. Right now, at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, get up to $5,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade. During the spring clearance event, new 2015 Jeep Renegade Sports are just $189 a month. New 2016 Ram Bighorn Crew Cab four-wheel drives are only $199 a month. And if you have a job and a valid driver's license, we want to approve you. Only at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Thank you for the cereal.
The crayons made a big difference.
It may not seem like much to you,
but it means the world to us.
Kroger stores are increasing local community rewards donations to $3.6 million, and you can help decide where that money goes. Sign up at Kroger.com/community rewards and link your Plus card to the local group that matters most to you. When we all join together, there's nothing we can't do. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
Endurance.
Ambitious.
Dedicated.
Fellowship. Purpose. Find yours at Campbellsville University.
You were in a car accident. Let the insurance company know you're serious. At Golden Law Office, we've handled cases for the nation's largest insurance companies. Let us put that inside knowledge to work for you. Call us for a free consultation.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you, like WKYT on Facebook. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Doesn't get a whole lot better than this, does it? Beautiful skies across the Bluegrass State. Those temperatures into the June, like mid-80s in a few cases. Live look outside at Hamburg Pavilion. Everything is green as you're going to see it right now, though we could use some drops of rain. Yeah, already getting a little dry this year. That may be a sign of things to come as we roll forward. We'll see about that. 23% humidity right now. The air is bone dry. You don't normally see this combination in Kentucky, where you have 80s and the humidity that is so low at 23%. That's something you get out into the western part of the country. You get out in the desert areas. It kind of feels like it. 80 to 85 every location that we look at now across central and eastern Kentucky. Thought I was kidding a few weeks ago when we were in the 20s and snowing. I said 85 was coming, and here we are warming it up across the eastern part of the country. Big storm system that is out across the Plain States and points west. That's where some wintertime is still hanging tough across sections of the Rocky Mountains. For us, it's still warm tomorrow on your 3-day threat track with not a whole lot to talk about. Could be a late day shower thunderstorm Wednesday. Much better chances late Wednesday night and into the day on Thursday as temperatures come down a little bit. Now, all told, over the next few days, computer models are spitting out through 11 o'clock Thursday night, a general 1/2 to 1 inch of rain into parts of central and eastern Kentucky. Anytime, though, you have a pattern where you're dealing with at least scattered showers and thunderstorms, rainfall isn't just going to be uniform or widespread. You can get some pockets of 1 inch or 2, and you may get a pocket of 1/4 to 1/2 inch thrown in there for good measure as well. Hour-by-hour forecast up close and personal on the good old city of Lexington. 11 o'clock rolls around. 65 degrees. Tomorrow morning it is upper 50s to begin the day with a partly cloudy sky that will be noted. Tomorrow afternoon, I think we hit 80 degrees in many areas. 80 to 85 should be a similar temperature day to what we have today, though with a little more in the way of some cloud cover. Those clouds will keep temperatures tomorrow night from getting much below 60 degrees. Now look at what happens as we go into your Wednesday. More in the way of some clouds begin to develop. Temperatures upper 70s to around 80, and at any point into the afternoon and evening, we could see a passing shower or a thunderstorm Wednesday afternoon and evening. You see this particular computer model by 11 o'clock Wednesday evening for Lexington says a little under 1/4 of an inch. We'll see how that one goes, but the potential is there from late Wednesday and especially into Thursday and early Friday for some showers and some thunderstorms. With each passing day, temperatures are going to get a little closer to normal. And then we go into the weekend. Can we make it 2 in a row of absolute winters? Looks like it. 75 Saturday, near 80 again on Sunday, though I am seeing a stormier pattern finally taking shape as we go into next week. I know we want gorgeous spring weather. We just don't want too much of it. You got to get a little rain right now this time of year, so we'll see what we can do.
I watered some plants last night, anticipating dry weather.
And you need that rain, right?
Yeah.
Save on the water bill.
Yeah, I hope.
I'm looking out for you, pal.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, we're out and about with Deanne, and today we're talking about Hats for Hope, Thursday night. And what do you have on your head?
A fascinator.
And what do I have on my head? A hat. And we are going to raise a bunch of money for a great cause Thursday night at the Signature Club. Find out all about that right here on WKYT. It's coming up next.
They're going to kill us, all of us.
I will save the Earth. I just don't know if I'll make it out alive.
Tell your parents I said hello.
Tell them yourself.
His power
Breaking news: a string of crimes linked to a new drug called MZT.
will belong to everyone.
What happens now?
Chaos. New Limitless, Tuesday.
I don't want to live with the uncertainties of Hep C.
Or wonder whether I should seek treatment. I am ready.
Because today, there's Harvoni, a revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. Harvoni is proven to cure up to 99% of patients who've had no prior treatment. It's the one and only cure that's one pill once a day for 12 weeks. Certain patients can be cured with just 8 weeks of Harvoni. With Harvoni, there's no interferon, and there are no complex regimens. Tell your doctor if you have other liver or kidney problems, HIV, or other medical conditions, and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Harvoni may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects of Harvoni may include tiredness, headache, and weakness.
I am ready to put Hep C behind me.
I am ready to be cured.
Are you ready? Ask your Hep C specialist if Harvoni is right for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Krish of Coit Cleaning and Restoration. Almost 50 years ago, we pioneered the drapery and carpet cleaning business. With our certified technicians, innovative cleaning methods, and your satisfaction guaranteed in writing, Coit continues to deliver exceptional customer service. For a limited time, choose from any of our cleaning services and save up to 25% off. That's right, 25% off. Is it any wonder why so many homes in the Lexington area have one thing in common: a Coit van in the driveway? Call 1-800-4COIT today.
Frustrated with your overactive bladder medicine not working? Can't handle the side effects? Botox treats symptoms of leaking, going too often, and the strong sudden need to go. Ask your urologist if Botox can help calm your bladder and reduce your daily leakage episodes. The effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, loss of bladder control, or muscle weakness can be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Don't take Botox if you can't empty your bladder on your own or have a urinary tract infection or UTI. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, fatigue, UTI, painful urination, and difficulty emptying your bladder. Tell your doctor your medical history. Muscle or nerve conditions, medications including botulinum toxins, antiplatelets, and blood thinners may increase the risk of serious side effects. Ask a urology specialist if Botox can help calm your bladder. Visit BotoxOAB.com and learn how Botox can be a low-cost option.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you. Follow WKYT on Twitter.
It's that time of year. If you are looking for a hat for Oaks or Derby Day, we have a fun way to find one.
Coach Matthew Mitchell and his family hope that you'll be part of an event they call Hats for Hope. Deanne Stevens is out and about with the details. Hi, Deanne.
Good afternoon, guys. We are preparing for Derby, Oaks Day. It's all right around the corner. We want you to be prepared, too. Here's the cool part. You can be a part of Hats for Hope. Be prepared for Derby, have a lot of fun, and help wonderful causes. Jenna Mitchell is with us, and you are sporting a fascinator here today.
I am, Dee. You and Matthew never let me wear a fascinator. This year, I'm wearing a fascinator, and I'm going to be me.
Yeah, you are rocking it well, honey. You look beautiful. This event happening on Thursday night is a fantastic event supporting the many different charities through the Mitchell Family Foundation. Talk a bit about it.
Well, it's all local Lexington-based charities that support women and young kids. So we have Children's Advocacy Center, we have the Nest, we have Baby Health Services. We have, I think, about 15 plus on the list.
It's such a fantastic thing to see when you see all of these different charities that are gathered there for the event. And when you see men in hats as well, Coach Matthew Mitchell, you are sporting that, my dear.
This is the one that I think I should wear at the Derby, but
you get a lot of looks.
I can't get away with that. I think this is what you should wear instead of a fascinator. But I digress. Yeah. We've got a great event, so you can get a hat or a fascinator. We also have my good friend, Stuart Mercer, who's a great guy here in the community with a great fashion store for men. Is going to be donating a custom-made sport coat and some fedoras, so it's for the men to come out to. You don't have to wear one of these hats, guys. You can come out to the event.
They're all saying, thank goodness.
Yeah, but we've got some great sponsors. BHG's helping us out, Dupree Catering, Southern Wine and Spirits, and just so many people are supporting the event.
Well, and let me tell you who else supports the event. Last year it was so neat to see you and all of the Coach Stoops, all of these people coming in and hanging out in support of what you guys are doing for our community, and that is the key. All of these charities that are benefiting from the Mitchell Family Foundation. How much are tickets?
Tickets are $40 and then $50 at the door.
Okay, and the event is at the Signature Club.
Signature Club, and it's Mitchell Foundation, mitchellfamily-foundation.org, and $40, $50 at the door. But it's going to be great drinks, great food, great fun. Like Jenna said, very relaxed. And Fleur de Lis Events and Design is going to have the place looking fantastic. So it's going to be a real fun night Thursday night.
We are excited about Hats for Hope. You can just come and you can wear your fascinator too. We'll let you wear it for Thursday.
You,
not for Derby though. Right, Coach?
We'll see. No. I'm going to be me this year.
That's right. Deanne Stevens out and about with these two. Support Hats for Hope on Thursday night. Back to you guys.
Jenna looks lovely, and he is sort of rocking that hat, I guess.
He's got a sense of humor. With those two ladies, he's got to have a sense of humor.
He does. Kentucky native George Clooney is defending a fundraiser that he held with Hillary Clinton this weekend.
Clooney and his wife Amal hosted the star-studded event in Los Angeles, where the tickets cost more than $33,000 a person. The actor says the amount of money raised there was, quote, obscene. But he said most of it was not for Clinton, but for House and Senate candidates. Some Bernie Sanders supporters showered the Clintons' motorcade with $1 bills as she drove to the fundraiser.
Actress Amber Heard has pled guilty to providing a false immigration document after she allegedly smuggled her dogs to Australia. Prosecutors dropped two more serious charges that Heard illegally imported her Yorkshire Terriers, Pistol and Boo, into the country last year with husband Johnny Depp while he was filming the 5th movie in the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
I am truly sorry that Pistol and Boo were not declared. Protecting Australia is important.
Declare everything when you enter Australia.
Heard could have gone to prison for up to 10 years, but will now avoid jail time.
The internet has spoken. Find out what people chose to name a new $300 million research boat in the United Kingdom.
Are you tired of juggling your finances and can't afford those remodeling projects?
Surplus Sales has a huge selection of carpet at unbeatable prices.
Come on down to Surplus Sales for some great deals.
Stanley Steamer is the first carpet cleaning service certified asthma and allergy friendly. It's our new standard of clean. Now get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned, just $99.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
Clients come into the office. The government has said, no, I don't believe you. You're not disabled.
The major problem with Social Security disability is that most people who sign up are denied at the initial level. If your claim's denied, don't give up. Call us immediately. We'll appeal your case.
We can do an effective job of representing you that will get you the benefits that you deserve.
Call Morgan, Collins, and Yeast, 1-800-55-WILDCAT.
Excellence.
Nurturing.
Rooted.
Diversity.
Experience personal, academic, and spiritual growth at Campbellsville University.
Hey America, I'm getting fired up for Golden Corral's new Fired Up Favorites. It's endless ribs, wings, and tenders, and bold new flavors like habanero, sriracha, garlic parmesan, and classic buffalo. Fired Up Favorites only at Golden Corral.
Hi, Shane Huffman with Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort, where today you can lease a brand new 2016 Honda CR-V for just $259 a month. Plus, we're going to back all our deals with our 110% price protection guarantee. That's Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort. Huffman has it.
I'm Amy Henson. My husband and I founded Rock Bottom Soaps. We use goat milk to make soaps and lotions that help dry, irritated skin. We're members of Appalachian Proud, part of the Kentucky Proud program, which helps local families just like ours. Look for Kentucky Proud products available every day at Kroger.
Right now at Kroger, Ale 8 is 3 for $10 when you buy 3. And Kroger Sour Cream or Dip is 2 for $4. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
Having a phone conversation today with someone trying to set up some stories, and I said, you know, it's just hard to be inside trying to get some work done on a day like today.
No, you want to be outside. We're going to take the newscast outside, Chris.
We'll take the show on the road. Why not, huh? Temperatures right now generally 80 to 85 into much of central and eastern Kentucky. Beautiful sunny skies over top of the area, giving us that gorgeous skyline that is out there. But overall, the weather is very nice. 83 Frankfort, Lexington, 84 Jackson and London. Every location dry as a bone. Humidity levels are very low out there as well. Overall, though, looks like we're going to try to crank up the rain chances a little later on this week. Right now, let's crank up Officer Don and see what's going on.
We might look at Lexington rush hour traffic this afternoon. So far, it looks like we're okay as far as wrecks go. No major delays to report. 75 north and southbound looks good too. And we're in the process of cleaning up a problem outbound Page Creek Road just before the circle. Drive times to Paris looks good on North Broadway and Paris Pike. Coming in toward Winchester on 64, things appear to be normal so far this afternoon for the ride home. Now back to the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. A crazy catch, animals all dressed up, and the results of a naming contest that went viral. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Time to play some ball. Baseball season is in full swing. At stadiums across the country, ball boys are looking for a chance to shine. Wow. In the third inning of the Royals-A's game, a ball boy makes this leaping catch to snag a foul line drive. Slow motion, you see it there. He just might have a career in the majors.
How about that?
Baby penguins donning their tuxedos and walking the blue carpet in honor of a brand new state-of-the-art facility at the Detroit Zoo. The new exhibit can reproduce gale force winds and salt spray even to simulate a natural Arctic environment.
The internet has spoken. Bodie McBoatface is the winning name for the United Kingdom's new $300 million state-of-the-art research vessel. The online poll ended over the weekend, and the results weren't even close. Bodie McBoatface won easily with 124,000 votes. The second most popular choice only had 34,000 votes. More than 7,000 entries were submitted. No matter how catchy the name, the poll is only, though, a suggestion, but it is quite humorous.
Sounds like first and second graders came
it
up
does,
with that.
doesn't
That's
it?
a cute name. All right.
All right. Thanks for being here with us. Stick with us now. Here's what's coming your way at 5 o'clock.